Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Really looking forward to this evening. Gonna go see a sequel 34 years in the making. Of course, I'm talking about Beetlejuice. Can you think of any other sequel? Not counting trilogy movies or Star Wars or anything like that. Can you think of any other sequel that took 34 years or even longer to happen? I'll get to that a little bit later. But first, these Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message. Now, you may have seen the title of today's Red Mic message and thought, man, what is he talking about? Well, imagine a world where your annual leave is a luxury, a privilege you dare not indulge in. A world where the fear of being replaced, the guilt of leaving your colleagues in the lurch, and the relentless pressure to be always available consume you. Unfortunately, for many of us, this is our reality. We hoard our vacation days, trading our well-being for the illusion of indispensability. For far too many Americans, it's an almost self-imposed prison. And the sad irony is they are their own jailer. Unfortunately, it ain't the Twilight Zone. It's work. Okay. Bad impersonation of Rod Serling aside, I mean, we're workaholics. I mean, we just are. It does seem like the younger generations, particularly the Forrest Gump generation, as I like to call them, Gen AI. Yeah, say that. Gen A. Yeah, Gen AI and Gen Z, and even millennials. They are using more of their time. Now, in every generation, there's of course that person or the people who are always out of leave. They're the use it as soon as they get it kind of crowd. Me, I've got a bank of time because it just rolls, and it's my own fault. It just really is. But let's think about what's going on. You may have heard recently there was a Wells Fargo employee where she was found deceased at her desk. Whew. That'll make you think, right? I mean, it's a heartbreaking incident, but it's a just dreadful reminder of the consequences of unchecked workaholism. I mean, this pursuit of productivity, the constant pressure to be always on. I mean, it can lead to burnout, exhaustion, and in this case, tragedy. I think it should be a wake up call for all of us to prioritize our mental and physical health. I have two phones, my cell phone and then my work cell phone. And finally, I made the realization, you know what? I'm going to leave my work cell phone at work. If there's an emergency, they know my other number. You know, they can reach me. That's hard. And I don't always remember to leave it at work on the desk. You know, the thought in the back of my head is, well, they may need me. But the thing is, I'm not on call. I mean, yeah, I'm salaried and I'm paid for my time, but I'm not on call. No one's ever said, "Hey, you've got to be available 24/7." So I'm making the conscious decision to leave that phone where it is on the desk. And when I get to work, I'll pick it up. I'll carry it with me all day long because, my desk phone is rotated to it or forwarded to it and all of that. So it seems to be almost uniquely American. In most other parts of the world, people don't have a hang up about taking their leave time. I mean, countries like France and Italy, they have long recognized the value of taking extended vacations. Um, in England, they talk about going on holiday and being gone for a month. I can't imagine taking a month off work. I mean, the amount of work that would be piled up when I got back, it boggles my mind. But in a lot of other countries, they understand that a rested and rejuvenated workforce, frankly, is going to be more productive in the long run. And I think it's well beyond time for us to adopt a similar mindset. Break free from the guilt and the fear and prioritize our well being and the vacation that we've earned. I mean, it's our time. It's not like they're giving it to us out of the goodness of their heart. I mean, yeah, it's a perk, but they know that if they don't give us vacation time, somebody else is going to. But we've earned that time. We should use it. And what's the point of accumulating all that time if you ever never use it? I would challenge you to challenge the cultural norm that equates busyness with worth. Try to create a workplace culture where taking time off is not seen as a weakness, but a sign of strength and self-care. So take your vacation. I'm urging you, take your vacation. Explore new places, spend time with loved ones, and simply recharge. I mean, your mental and physical health depend on it. And you're not just an employee, you are a human being. Don't die at your desk. You need rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you'll be back again on Monday. I hope you'll give me a like, a follow, and a share. And looking forward to this movie tonight. Really am. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Man, I've said it 4 times. Nobody says the B word. Okay, back to my trivia question. 34 years between Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I just said it 3 times. He didn't show up. Dang it. I'd love to see Michael Keaton walk in the door. Hey, how you doing, Mike? Nice to see you. Loved you in Night Shift. Okay, trivia question from the top of today's Red Mike message. What movie, again, not counting like Star Wars and stuff like that, but what movie had 35 years between, frankly, its original largely unsuccessful run in the theaters to a sequel 35 years later? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, come on. Think about it. I'll give you the answer Monday. How about that? Make you think about it over the weekend. What do you think? No, I'm just kidding. It was the sequel to Blade Runner. Now, Blade Runner came out in 1982, and then 35 years later, the Blade Runner sequel came out. So, and frankly, I was disappointed with it. But, what are you going to do? Anyway, again, that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you'll join me again Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. And remember, life is short. Drink the bourbon.